First question, our central point, how does your body react when it feels it's not getting enough food? Well, people say anger, fear, hurt, and of course, sadness. And that need to want to eat food. Well, why? What is this need? Where does it come from that you want to shovel in a lot of food? That somehow late at night, perhaps you feel like, oh, if I just have a key lime pie, a piece of key lime pie, I'll be fine. And before you know it, the entire pie is gone. Where does it come from? It comes from prehistoric days. Blame your prehistoric emotions. This is how it works. Well, many years ago, prehistoric Paleolithic times actually, when we went from being nomads where we went after our food, we settled into little villages. Sometimes it would take 3 days for the guys to go out and bring back a deer. Sometimes it would take 3 days for the women to go out and bring back some berries. And so we didn't really know if there was enough food in the village. And we didn't know when we would eat next. We might have not eaten for 3 days. And then, ding, 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 we're making a pot or doing whatever we're doing. Ding, 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 oh, back to the central. The guys have come back with the deer. Great. They're roasting up. It's going to be delicious. We run down. They pass out the deer. And in prehistoric societies, everybody got an equal piece. And then we eat. And we shovel in that food. We just shovel it in because we were dealing with that kind of world. We ate, sometimes too much until we felt like we are safe. And it's that feeling of safety that sometimes today, in this modern era, we go to from food. But when you think about it, how much food is in our village? Thinking of just how much food you may have at home or in the grocery store, just between here, wherever you are here and on your way to work. How many places do you pass? Almost every house is food. There's grocery stores. The fact is there's plenty of food in the village. So as you understand that there is food in the village, that the reasons to deal with these kind of feelings, signals, and emotions comes from a need that was from long ago, everything changes. Everything changes. These caveman thoughts are actually only 300 generations ago. We're a lot closer to this prehistoric 10,000 BC than one might expect. And so when we address our Paleolithic thinking and know that food, or this need to have food, comes from a feeling of uncertainty, that's what stirs us into a different place. And this uncertainty goes into our brain. Now, there's two parts of the brain, and I would like to show you a graph. This science, I call it the biological brain chart. It actually comes from the Psychobiology of Mind-Body Healing by Dr. Rossi. In this biological brain chart, your body senses fear or safety, and this is what happens. As you can see on one side of this chart, it's called relaxation. Scientifically it's the parasympathetic. In this relaxation, the pupil relaxes. You know what it's like when you relax. Oh, these are tear glands, the lacrimal gland. Salivary flow slows down. Your heart slows down. Your breathing slows down. You're relaxing. And that's when it's time for your stomach motility, your pancreas, your intestinal motility, your bladder to kick in. For this is where digestion happens. When your body's relaxed, you digest food. Because breath is about right now, but food is about tomorrow. Now, if you look on the other side of the chart, you'll see that it's activation, the sympathetic nervous system. And in that activation, well, that's when you're out doing something. Your eyes are open, maybe you're at work, or you're walking, or you're doing things that you really love to do. You're at a party, whatever makes you happy. Well, your tear glands are working, your salivary flow is going, your heart's pumping, and you're breathing in air. You're awake, you're alive, and you're making things happen. Well, digestion kind of slows down there. Digestion slows down. It does it a little and puts the rest aside for a more relaxing time. As it happens, if you see in the middle there's a square little box. It's called adrenaline and cortisol. Oh my gosh, that's from stress. Oh my gosh, that's when things are really problematic. The more stress you have in your life, the more it kicks in all those organs to slow down until actually digestion can actually stop. It grinds to a halt. Here's why. It's because our bodies, this prehistoric bodies of ours, they are based on a bear is chasing us. Depending on your ethnic background, it's either a bear, a snake, or a lion is chasing you. Some animal, or a warthog. Some animal is chasing you. Now, the fact that you're here today means one of your ancestors actually survived. So you are running. This is your ancestor. You know, you in your own body. Adrenaline's kicking in. You have fear. An animal is chasing you. You are running. And what happens is your extremities, your extraneous arms are out like this. All your blood is starting to flow deep inside. Your digestion is really slowing down. They're called extremities. You know why? Because if you're running from a bear, and that bear grabs hold of that arm, that yummy tasting arm, rips it off, you keep going. The bear eats your arm. It's extraneous because all the blood is now on the inside. I know you're watching a video right now, but would you mind looking behind you? Actually looking behind you. Is there a bear running after you? Because if no bear is running after you, and you are feeling stress and fear, it is coming from a prehistoric signal. That fear, that stress, that's what holds the weight in. So if you've experienced, like many people do, where you've eaten less food, you've had weeks where you had very little food, and yet somehow you didn't lose any weight, the science is it comes from this.